Let's go to Migosi. Let's go to Migosi today. Migosi is a suburb of Kisumu City. It's a place that is probably filled by middle income earners in Kisumu. Now, in many urban areas, in many cities, and in many towns, one of the ways of determining somebody's net worth, or one of the ways of trying to figure out somebody's financial position is by asking him or her where he or she comes from. Yes, despite the fact that some people may fake it, some people may actually fake poverty or even richness. It is very easy to know somebody's, or it is possible to determine somebody's economic situation by looking at where he comes from. Yes, there is no way a poor person can live or may live in a rich neighborhood. At the same time, a rich person may find it difficult to mingle with the poor. That is why urban zoning, or should I say urban clusters, still exist to date. And it is not going anywhere. Segregation has to be there, of course, of financial segregation, or should I say social segregation. The poor lives amongst themselves, the rich lives amongst themselves, the middle income earners also live amongst themselves. Now today, let's drive through Migosi. Migosi is probably, or should I say it's a middle income neighborhood. It is not for the rich, it is not for the poor. As you can see, matatus are still passing by. That one means that still there are still people are trying. What would a matatu be doing in a rich neighborhood? Or should I say, what would a public service vehicle be doing in a rich neighborhood? At the same time, you can see that it is not a slum. Migosi is not a slum like Nyalenda, Manyata, Obunga, Otonglo, and the rest. So, as we move around, look at the type of housing, the type of cars passing by, the type of public service vehicles passing by, the type of shops, schools, and other amenities. They'll basically tell you the living condition of this place. Now, one of the most important factors in urban centers is housing. Despite the fact that there are people who own homes in major urban cities or towns, a good percentage still pay rent. Kisumu is not exempted. More than 70% of Kisumu residents are rent payers. More than 70% of Kisumu residents are rent payers. And Migosi is one of the places where people live on rented houses. So the price of rent, or should I say the housing prices and the land prices in Migosi is different from other neighborhoods. Of course, demand and supply is an important economic aspect in any kind of a market. So you don't expect the same type of housing in the same type of value or the same type of price being offered in Kondele, similar to that of Migosi. There's a big difference. Migosi is a bit improved. Migosi offers more for your money, and of course that means that you'll be paying more. Now this is a neighborhood where you will still be able to get a one-bedroom house at 13,000 Kenya shillings to 20, between 13 to 20,000 Kenya shillings. Of course, some will go as low as 10,000 or even slightly below that. But if you're somebody who is focused on quality, if you're somebody who is focused on better living conditions, you will likely have to pay more. Of course, as usual, new buildings charge more prices. New and well-conditioned housings are likely to cost you more money than old and unmaintained houses. Because it's located along Kisumu Mamboleo Road. Kisumu, the same highway leads to Vihiga and Kakamega. Immediately after Kondele, you will be able to see the junction that will take you to Migosi along Kisumu Mamboleo Road. So basically 6 kilometers from Kisumu town. Yeah, some of these apartments are very beautiful. Some of these apartments are spacious. Some of these apartments are just the place to be, especially if you are somebody who is still renting. Yes, Kisumu is a beautiful city, beautiful living conditions, beautiful standards, and your money will basically determine where you live. Your income will determine the type of school that your children will go to. Your income will also determine other aspects of living. So I hope you are taking notes. I hope you are really being keen and seeing the reasons why you will call Migosi your neighborhood and not Nyalenda, not Milimani, not Wigot, not Riat. Yes, that is Migosi for you. That is Migosi. Migosi is a Luo word that means something executive, something executive, or something with a higher value. The fact that it is 6 kilometers from town makes it a place where is easily accessible for people with cars and even for those who want to use public service vehicles. That is Migosi for you. Yes, thank you. Like, share, subscribe, and comment so that we can get to hear what you have to say. Otherwise, enjoy the beautiful sceneries.